Hey guys, welcome to the Sunday night webinar. We are here. We're doing the 100x Crypto Academy. We do these every Sunday, and yeah, it looks like it's pretty exciting. I mean, I don't know if it's the bull cycle, but definitely a lot of stuff happening in crypto, and yeah, it's going crazy. All these YouTube videos popping up. It's just old projects start to email you. It's like, well, what were you doing before? Now you all of a sudden you're like relaunching. Like it's crazy. So they just sit there and they do nothing for the last 2 or 3 years, and then as soon as there's movement in crypto, then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're releasing this new update of the roadmap and this and then they like, oh, we're bringing out this new thing. Then now it's like, what? So you want me to invest money? It's like, yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Um, but that's crypto. It's all fun and games. We're here. Sometimes it gets monotonous, but we're still here. Um, so we usually just do the rounds, and then we'll talk a bit about crypto. So don't worry about the background. That's just my missus. She sells clothes and stuff. That's what she does. So um, this office is just like shit everywhere. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. So hey Garth, how you going? What's been happening in your neck of the woods? How's your move been?
Wow, we're finally moved. So Lorraine and I, what was it? We moved. Yeah, I know, right, Tommy? It was great. Officially, the move date was Friday. So, and it pretty
What
much
been
took.
you've been moving all month? It's
We
like you've
have
been taking. It's been
Friday was
taking.
just the official day, but literally, I've been preparing for a month or so. So yeah, so that's good. And yeah, so what we've done, I didn't mention this to you last few weeks, but what we've done is we've bought a caravan, right? And we're moved full time into the caravan, and we're doing a bit of traveling around. So the main reason of that is, to be honest with you, is the cost of living, which we've talked about a lot. And give an example. Say you like this place where we're right now. We're at a showgrounds. You can see this is the back of the caravan here, but literally it is like picturesque out place called Debra here in Queensland, not very too far away from where we used to live. Anyway, it's really quiet. It's very peaceful. It's really good, and it's very inexpensive. So now, not compared to like Thailand, right? But literally for a week is $120. So
Wow, that's
yeah,
cheap.
so a house is 600 odd dollars for a 3 bedroom house, and you have to you have to compete for that, and you have to apply, have to have 2 to 3 incomes coming in, because there's a rule. They don't really say it, but it's 1/3 of your income. So in other words, if you earn or take home $1,000 a week, your affordability is only $300. So for you to afford a $600 home, you actually need to be earning double that. So you need to be earning $2,000 a week take home to be able to get double that to be able to do it. But normally what they do is they want 2 or 3 incomes. So then if you have 2 or 3 people share accommodating a house with 3 different full-time incomes, that's what they like to see. This is the
Mm.
real estate agents and the owners. So yeah, this is a way to sort of counter that. So we're doing, starting off and doing transitioning to online income. Because at the moment, most of my income is location based. I've got to be in one location to do it. So always trying to get off the grid and be not dependent on location. And it's just fascinating. Even most businesses are location based. It's really got to be like an online thing, which we've been working on for a long time, and we've had good years and bad years. So working on that. But in the meantime, we're reducing our costs by being in the caravan. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. And what's interesting is, we've actually got good Wi-Fi. I'm actually running this, connected to power, connected to water. We're connected to 5G. I'm getting faster speed than actually at home where we used to be. So that's funny. Yeah. So and plus we get to travel around, and it's kind of like having a holiday, to be honest. The last 3 days, even though we've been moving and stuff, it's afternoon. It was like having a holiday, so it's pretty good. So yeah, been doing that, and plan is to basically increase the online money, so then we'll be able to extend out and do more traveling as we go around. So that's the plan currently. So yeah, that's what all's been going on.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you can increase the income, doesn't matter where you are, because then you can all you need is just work from a laptop, and you just need internet, and internet's
Yeah.
that's like a given anyway. Anywhere you go
Yeah,
in,
you can
in
get it
the
now with Starlink. You literally,
yeah,
neighbors. We had neighbors yesterday. They had literally in their caravan. They had the Starlink. They threw the Starlink out and had full coverage. I've had Starlink at the house, but they got like a newer, smaller version now, and I think it's like 160 or 180 bucks a month, and that's for the RV version. And then you can basically travel all over Australia, or, in fact, nearly the whole world, and have access to high speed internet.
it's crazy. Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'd be scared to come back to Australia because of because of the cost of living. I got a nice and sweet here. I'd rather just this is where I want to chill.
Yeah.
This is exactly where I want to stay. Um, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's exactly what I did anyway. When I coming up before I came to Thailand, I was just stripping down. I was getting all the bare bones, only spending what I had to spend, and then I was plowing that money into online stuff, trying to make it work.
Yeah.
Um, cool. All right, Tommy. Yeah, and what's been happening in your neck of the woods? I hear you got the same shirt on, but you've travelled moved geolocation or something. Where are you now, Tommy? You keep on moving every time we see
Well,
you.
it's a different couch. I think this is like a beige or like a cream color, like a microfiber couch. But yeah, same shirt, and I washed it over here this time. But yeah, I'm no longer in the land of smiles anymore. I'm in the land of right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, So cheers to you guys. They call it multi-bot. Go.
Yeah.
And
So
mhm, just living
where,
it up. Mhm.
what was that? What's the beer again?
Oh, this is Hanoi. It's called Bia Hanoi. So this is the
Ah,
northern part of Vietnam for you guys, and it's in Southeast Asia, right next to Thailand, where NG is at, right next to all that neck of the woods, and it's very it's similar, but I'm just taking it easy. It's a little bit chilly, because we're further up north. And other than that, just taking it easy, trying to adapt. I'm like Garth. Been moving for these past couple months and stuff, and just trying to get situated. Every time I go, I have to try to like readapt. Like, wait a second, I'm not here anymore. I'm over here now. So every month, I just have to, since I'm relocating, I just have to have like a different setup every time. But yeah, just excited to be here. Very excited. Let's rock and roll.
yeah, you're living the dream, mate. Hey, living the dream. Now you just gotta stack that crypto even bigger, so then you can just continue to travel. That's the goal anyway. Hey, OJF, I think that's Oliver. How you going, mate? He says nothing to come back to. Yeah, I'm not really keen to come back. I'll probably come back and visit, but I won't. Like it's just impossible. You just can't come back to. I said this last week. It's like going from a 15-inch monitor to a 27-inch monitor, and then going back to a 15-inch monitor. You can't do it. It's like going from dial-up to high-speed internet, going back to dial-up. You just can't do it. Um, anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, we're going to chat a little bit about crypto. I'll probably just talk about some coins that I've been looking at recently. So I'm going to talk about the gaming niche. And look, I'm not really keen on the gaming niche myself, simply because games are like the real games. So people get confused with gaming. They're like, oh, look at all these games that have been, like PUBG, Fortnite, all these big games. What was another one? What's the other one that PUBG? It's another one. There's PUBG. Oh, there's Counter-Strike, and then there was this other one. It's another game. Anyway, it's either you're either
talking about
one of this.
Minecraft?
Minecraft's
Is it
another one.
Minecraft or Roblox?
No, well, that's another one. No, this one's a shoot 'em up. It's like this east and west, like east-west kind of rivalry. Anyway, long story short,
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Yeah, you're either Call of Duty or you're the other one. So yeah. So those games are different to crypto games. Crypto games are totally different to those games because people buy into those games and they play them, and they've been going for 10, 15 years. So crypto games are just like, totally different. They're not, they take a long time to, the good ones take a long time to, mature. And most of the games, they just turn to shit. They don't do anything. So that's why I'm not confident in the games. They're just not going to pump it up. However, you still can make money with it. So the point is with the crypto games is they're going to be low cap, and you could potentially 20, 30, 50x, 100x them. Okay, this is what I want to show you some examples. Because right now they're all down the shit tube, and we can pick them up pretty cheap. So we'll just go to. So all the information, there's heaps of information on CoinGecko. Tons of information. You just got to spend the time here, look at and sift through it all. So here, this is a good place to start. You go to cryptocurrencies, and then go down to scroll down until you see GameFi or gaming. Okay, and then this is going to tell you. So you look at the market cap. It's 13 billion, and it's got like a curve. You can see the curve is going up. So this gives like the average the average of all the games. So it's going up. That tells you that games are just pumping. Even the shit ones are going to pump in the pending bull cycle. So here, look at these ones here. Crypt Media, never heard of it. 66%. Cypher, I remember that one. That's up 49% today. Seascape Crowns. So this is where you can start off here, right? You can just come along here, and then you can search down this long list, and there's only like 3 pages, I think. Yeah, there's 3 pages. That means there's 300 games here, okay? Or you can just have a look at these ones here right off the bat. This Crypt Media, I've never heard of it, this one, right? So you can have a look at this one, up 66% today. And then you can just quickly look at these stats. This is exactly what I do, right? I come to the CoinGecko. I have a look at these games, and then I have a look at the circulating supply. I have a look at the total supply and then the max supply. Then I have a look at the website itself, and just have a quick look over and see whether if it's something I like, then I'll just write it down, and then I'll come back to it. So this is NFT platform. It looks like it's a media shooter. You can play for free, and there's like a media war. So it's like a games, okay? Powered by Polygon. So then okay. Metaverse thing's not really my thing, and the games. But what I'm looking for is the news. So I want to look at kind of like what's going on with the game, because if there's nothing happening, then I don't really want to touch it. Here I've done a post here, November the 21st. I mean, they all start to do posts now. And what you want to look for is some sort of development, some sort of updates. Are they launching new products or new games, or and just check out the social media, just check out the engagement, just see what what the hell's going on with the game, right? Then you can write it down and investigate it further. And then that's what you do. That's all you do. You just keep on going through all this whole list. This is how you find them. All right, guys. So catch you guys later. That's the end of the webinar. That's it. We're done. No, it's a tedious process, right? Now, what we want to do is we want to find good enough games that are low cap and they can do, a considerable, X because we want to put low amount of money in and get the maximum amount, right? Doesn't anyone? So what you're going to have to do is go down to the market cap. So click on the market cap here. Remember, you're in the games category. And then when you go down to market cap, you're going to, I think the good one's probably 10 million, and that's not much. 10 million is not much. I mean, it can do a 10x and still be 100 million. However, I did find a game, and I'll show you. It's this one here. Just a couple of years, right? This one's done. It's a 10 million market cap. Is 3 billion tokens. Circulating supply is 700 million. So yeah, probably a third, less than a third maybe. But it's only got 10 million market cap. The trading volume is 1.5 million. And then it's and then what you want to do again is you want to go into the Twitter and find out, what are they doing. So you just got here 1 year. See, so it hasn't really done much, and then it's mooned. It's gone up. Let's go max. So this is it here. So it hit 51 cents, and now today it's 1 cent. So this would be a game that. So what we're looking for is games that are kind of like they've had their run, but people are still working on the stuff. They're still active. They're still bringing out new. The whole thing wasn't just a Ponzi. They're bringing out new things with the game. And with this game, I think that this one has potential to do at least, like, if it goes to 51 cents, that's like a 50x from now. All right. So you look at the all-time high was 63 cents. That's more than a 50x. So you put $1,000 in, there's 50 grand if it works out. So then you go to Twitter again. I just go back to Twitter. So I just test it. I go, okay, so what are these guys doing? What are they up to? They've got this new collection, right? So this is what I want to look at. I want to look at what are they bringing out new. They've done this Talk Drift's first Nissan collection out tomorrow. So they're doing this thing with Talk Drift. I don't know what. Okay. Yeah. So they're under the blue lights during the day, aspire to be competing today. So yeah, what we want to look for is what are they doing now? Are they bringing new cars in? Are they bringing new maps in? This is kind of like what you want to do, because it's if you don't know what this is, it's a game that you race. It's a racing game on the blockchain, and if you win, you can win other things. So then you look at Talk. What's this Talk Motor thing? You just keep on, kind of like going. Okay, it says incredibly reproduced by a talent team at GMD Studios, Rev Token, and Rev Motorsport. So this could be actually could be them. I don't know. So this is where you kind of like you're going to go further into it and look at what the hell's going on here. TD2. Yeah, I don't know. See, so this is something where you look. This is the exact same process that you just go through. You just go through here and look around and then see what. So this one here, Rev, I'd pencil that one in because it's going to go up anyway because it's only got 10 million market cap. Like this can easily go to 100 million. It might take 6 months. But once Bitcoin starts going up, this will easily do a 10x, in my opinion, right? Because it used to be 63 cents. Now it's like 1 cent. So that's like pretty easy that you just gotta sit on this long enough. And then you just go down the list, right? They're all green. So you go through each one, and then you just kind of like look at exactly what I just said before. You write them down. You find out what's going on with them, what's the engagement, what's been happening with them lately, and what the hell's going on with them now, because you want to find out if there's anything going on, because then that's when you want to invest, because they're still low cap, right? we're getting them when they're cheap. This one here, Battle. This one has a lot of movement lately. This Battle World, and also I found this really cool tool that you can use to find about, it's like an analytical tool. You can use the free version, and it's called Footprint Analytics. And, you can just come along here and you can go here, the game rankings, and then you can go top games. So this is going to give you, it's got game tokens, GameFi market leaderboard, hot games on Ethereum, hot games on Polygon, hot games on BNB, Arbitrum, blah, 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 right? Then it's got all the different protocols. It's a really good tool, and it's free, right? So then you just go, and then you just go down here and you can see how many users, like this Sweat economy, it's got 120,000 users. There's 33,000 in volume. So then you just go down each one, and this can give you analytical data on what people are playing, and kind of like what you can get into. Because remember what you want to do, you want to match the low the games that have got a lot of engagement now. People are starting to play them again, and you want to get the ones that are 10 million market cap, 5 million market cap, because they're going to easily 10x. Because 5 million to go to 10 million is nothing. To go if they're 10 million, they go to 100 million. It's nothing. That's chicken feed. That can happen overnight. So you just keep on going down this list, and then you make sure you click on market cap, and then you keep on market cap, and then you just keep on going down the list until you find some good coins. Now once you start to get to the 5 million market cap, I think that's probably the limit. I mean, you can go to even more, so but you're starting to get down to the really kind of dodgy ones that just kind of died off, or they just didn't go anywhere once you start to get to the second page. Although there's some here that could blow up again. So that's Deep Space. This is another one that it looks like they just released their beta version. So this one here, this Deep Space, I mentioned it in the Discord. That's 2 cents. This one could do an easy 10, 20, 30x easy. They just released the new beta on this. And this one here, no one's talking about this Deep Space one, right? So that one's potentially can do well. Again, so you go into here, then you look around, check out the chart, check out this tokenomics. See, so it did really well in the bull run, and then it just didn't do much. But now it's going back up again. Look at the last 7 days. It's starting to pick up again. So that's what you want to do. You want to make these easy gains, and even just flip it. If you're happy with 10x, flip it. Take the money, get out of it, then go back into Bitcoin once the bull run's over, right? So this is exactly what I do every day. I just go back, look into these coins, look at the lower cap, and then just see what's happening. Okay, another one which is different. This one's a little bit different, and this one's kind of there's people talking about this, and I thought, oh, this thing's a bloody Ponzi. Until I looked at it, it's called Miria. There's YouTubers pumping this, and I'm like, oh, not another one. And then I looked into it, and I thought, okay, there's something to this. So it's called Miria. Now, this was 7 cents yesterday, so it's up another 20%. And then it was only 1 cent, a couple of months ago. 1 cent. It was 2 cents, in October. So it's now 8 cents. It keeps on going up, 20%. Now, what this one is, it's basically nodes, right? But it's like Gala. So if you guys aren't familiar with Gala did the same thing. This is kind of like a copy of it, not a copy, but the same principle. They sold these nodes. You could buy into these nodes. You got to hook these nodes up with a virtual private server, and then the actual real nodes. Okay, so they actually do secure transactions and everything in the actual blockchain, right? But the difference with this one is, well, it's pretty much like Gala. It's pretty much like Gala in the beginning. And how it works is you buy these nodes. Now they're like 4,500 for something for a node now, maybe even more. So, they're starting to get up, but then they're going to get up to like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. What they're doing is they're selling these nodes, and then the nodes, to buy the node, you need to buy the token. And this is why the token's going up, because people are buying the nodes, right? So to get a node, you need so much, what do you call it? You need so much linear, not linear, Miria. It's on Ethereum too, I think. So it's not the best. So if I connect up, it'll tell me. I can just sign into it and it'll tell me. But basically, you buy these nodes, and then they buy. You need the Miria, and that's why the price keeps on going up, because people are buying these nodes. Now, what the nodes will do is they'll give you a passive income. They give you about 1,900 Miria a day, but don't forget the price of Miria keeps on going up as well. So it's kind of like a Ponzi, or in a way. There, now you're making $17 a day, because the price of the node goes up. People are buying the nodes, and then they're forcing the price up. But the thing with this is, it's like Gala. It's got games. It's actually got games, and it's actually like got the bit like Gala. They release more games, and then that's like what kind of moves the whole ecosystem. So I think this one is good to buy into, but not like, I personally wouldn't do the node thing, because if you do the calculations, it's about 300 days to get your money back on the node, when you could just buy the token. Okay, I get it. You get the passive income, but it's a bit of a risk. But if you just buy the token, I reckon that this is, see, look at the supply. It's 50 billion. It's 9 billion out almost. But if you look at the tokenomics, I mean, look at this market cap's only 78 million. I think that this is actually going to go to, well, it's at an all-time high now. This could go to, what they're talking about is this could go to Gala's level. I don't know the exact stats on Gala. I try to look it up because I don't have the charts. But I know Gala went to over 1 billion. This thing's only 78 million. So I think that this could get to 1 billion in about 12 months, simply because people are going to keep on buying nodes. It's going to force the price of this up, and then people earn more, and then people buy more nodes, and it's just like a cycle. This is exactly what happened with Gala. People just kept on buying nodes, and the nodes kept on getting more and more and more expensive. But because they were making money from the tokens, the passive income, people just spent the money. So anyway, this one's kind of, it's kind of, I wouldn't buy into the nodes, but I'd buy the actual token, because this could do like a 10x. Having looked at Gala, having watched Gala in the past, and how that kind of all kind of, I watched it from a distance, and I could have got a freaking Gala node when it was chicken feed. But I didn't. But this is like over 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and I didn't get a Gala node, and then they started selling. The price kept going up and up. So if you look at studying what happened with Gala, this is exactly what's going to happen with Miria. It's the same mechanics. So they're going to bring out these new games, just like Gala did. What happened to Gala was it just dumped in the ass because of the bull run market. So that's what happens. When you buy into these nodes, you're taking a big risk, because now you're making really good coin now. You're making $17 a day from I think it's like a $4,000 investment, $4.5 grand investment. So it's going to take you less than 300 days. And then it's all just free money from that point on, right? However, it sounds good, but don't forget, when the bull market finishes and then we cycle down, those nodes are going to be worth, like, they're not going to be paying you $17 a day, or they could get as high as $50 a day. It all depends on the price of this coin, right? Now, let's say, for example, Mira does a 10x, and let's say it goes to what's it now, 0.008. So it goes to 8 cents. 8 cents. So you can do the maths on it. You're making, what's that, 10? You're making $170 a day. All right? This is what I'm talking about. And this is what's going to bring in a lot of people. They're like, holy shit, what, making $200 a day? And this is exactly what happened to Gala. The price will moon. People are going to make stupid sorts of money. The bull run will finish. People will exit. Smart people will exit, sell off. But these people have still got their nodes. Yeah, okay, it's probably free money, so they don't care now because they would have paid it off. Because the bull runs, I don't think the bull run's come until 2025. That's just my opinion. Don't just get on YouTube and believe exactly what Crypto Banter says. Oh, the bull run's here. Just because he's got like 600, 700,000 subscribers, what, he all of a sudden knows when the bull run's coming? He doesn't know shit. No one knows anything, right? This is what I don't understand. People listen to these YouTubers, and it's funny because the more subscribers they have, doesn't matter who they are. They could be a blonde with dumb as doornails. I'm not saying that all blondes are. I'm saying just this case. And they know nothing about crypto, but they've just been told to talk about it. And they got 1 million subscribers. All of a sudden, their credibility's up, and everyone believes every single thing that comes out of their mouth. What? All of a sudden, they're like a crypto expert. Like, it's just crazy. So they don't believe everything that these YouTubers. In fact, stay away from them. I would actually listen to a few of them, but don't take one as gospel. Because these guys, they're notorious. They're notorious for doing this. This is what they're notorious for doing. They open their mouth like this. Bitcoin's moving, so now they do a 1-hour video on with them opening your mouth, and they're doing it for the views. That all they do is just do it for the views, right? So they make this whole thing when you could have just said it in a minute. So don't believe all these YouTubers that you see. Going back to this is gonna, the market's gonna blow up. People are going to make squillions of dollars from these nodes, and then it's going to die on the ass. Hopefully, they would have made their money back. It's kind of like a Ponzi kind of tokenomics, right? But then again, you could say crypto is that. And then, happy days, right? So this thing's going to die. So just study Gala. If you're interested in Miria, just study Gala, and you know exactly the way it's going to go. However, I don't think you should get the nodes and stuff because it's risky. Just my opinion, buy the token, sit on it. It's going to do a 10x easy, in my opinion, easily. Because what happens with these nodes? They sell thousands of them. Every time, I'm trying to find how much they cost. Every time someone buys a node, they have to go and buy Miria, right? This is it's not like they've got to buy Ethereum or they've got to buy Bitcoin, like these dodgy bloody meme coins and all these shady projects. I'll buy our node, but you got to buy it with Ethereum. Hang on a second. Why are we buying it with Ethereum? We should be buying it with the native token. No, because they want the money, because they know the native token is not worth shit and Ethereum has the real value. So these guys are saying that you're going to buy it with Ethereum. That tells me that every time that someone buys a node and get that passive income, that's right, the price of Mira is going to pump, and that's why it's pumped 20% today. I'll try to find I'll try to find the cost. Oh, here we go. We have the cost. Let me show you. The cost of a node is, wait for it, 509,503. That's not much. Now, let's go and have a look and see how much this is. Oh, it tells you there, 4,515. And it's probably got this thing, every time they sell 100, it goes up like another $100. You know how it is. Oh, there's only going to be 40,000 node licenses. So I don't know what we're at now. But if you knew what we're at now, just say they've only sold 10,000. That means like there's another 30,000 to come, right? So then you could just work it out. You could just go, okay, let's just say hypothetically they've sold 20,000. That means there's still another 20,000 to come. Will they sell? You bet your ass they'll sell, because Gala sold all theirs. I'm pretty sure Gala sold all theirs. So these guys have only got 40,000. I think Gala had 100,000. So this is the sort of money we were talking about here, right? So let's just say hypothetically, I mean, you could go into the Mirror Twitter and find out, or whatever, how much they've sold. They'll tell you. But let's just say they've sold half. So there's 20,000 more to come. And you multiply that by this number of 509,000. And then it goes up, right? Every 100 or so, you have to look into the docs. They'll tell you every 100 or so, the price goes up, right? I can only buy 99 nodes. Oh, that's sad. So anyway, this is the tokenomics that's at play here. They jack up the price every time to then make it so, the existing node owners, like they're cashing out every day, right? But because the market cap of this thing's so big, it's 78 million, which is big, and the bigger it gets, the more stable it gets, right? There's a trading volume of 11 million. So there's plenty of trading going on. Let's just go and have a look at the markets. It's not on Binance yet, but 11 million is not enough. It's got to get like, a couple hundred million before it gets on Binance. So this is what I'm talking about. It's like a perfect Ponzi, but it's not like, it's kind of like a Ponzi, but it's not like a real Ponzi. It's like a half a Ponzi kind of thing. But if you're not even into it, like, this is just the craziest ride that they're going to have. And it's, in my opinion, it's going to be the easiest bloody money you're going to make, because this is going to go exactly like Gala. All right. So I won't talk about this anymore, but check it out. Okay. Myria. All right. So that's the ticker MYRIA. I might just stop talking for a little while, and I might go to you guys. If you have do you guys have any feedback on this one?
I feel like we talked about it ages ago, actually.
Yeah.
Myria, okay. I'm trying to remember. Myria sounds like, I'd have to search in the Discord, but yeah, I think we did talk about Myria in the past. So yeah, it's interesting. What's interesting is it's still around. So the ones that didn't survive, and it's still around, and it's starting to pump now. So that's
look
half
at the chart.
battle. Yeah, I know. Half the battle is surviving that period of time, and it has.
Because look at this, 1 cent. It's 1 cent in October.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, not 1 cent. 0.001, and now it's 0.00. It's done at 8x. But those people that would have bought nodes back then would have been like, oh yeah, I don't know how much they would have been. Probably maybe $2,000. They'd be laughing now, because this price of this is going to go up every day. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this one, Tommy?
Well, these nodes, every time I hear the word nodes, I'm traumatized by
I know what you mean, bro.
master nodes, strong block, that they got me real good. Well, it's one of those, hey, get passive income, one of those one of those sales pitches. Hey, you want to make passive income? Join Myria, buy node. It's only 40,000 limited nodes. So my thing is, for 4,500, 4,500, you gotta wait 300 days. I'm happy just doubling my money. 4,500, get 9,000, and just pull out. I don't have to wait. You don't have to wait 300 days. You could wait 3-4 weeks maybe, the price doubles. Just get out. Don't get greedy. Like, myself, I've gotten greedy before, and I stood in there and I stack up all these nodes. At the end of the day, they're worth pennies, chicken feed at the end of the day. So definitely, this is a good hype train, though. Definitely, go with the hype, but just don't get distracted, because everybody's trying to run out of this little small door, crowding out. You want to be the first one out the door. So that's it right there.
Yeah, look, it's really tempting because of everyone wants a passive income, right? And these nodes are like, I thought they were a thing that was gone, but they're still around. I guess what this one gives it a little bit more substance is because they got like actual real games that people play. So it's like, it's more like Gala. It's not like Strong Block, but still the mechanics of how it works is still the same. That's what worries me. But yeah, you're right. Like, why would you buy a node and wait 300 days? Yes, the price is going to go up, but you can just buy the coin and the price will just go up by just holding it and appreciating it, and you can just get out of it straight away. Once you buy these nodes, yeah, okay, the passive income's great, but once you buy the nodes, you can't go back. You're like that. You've already risked 4,500. Some people have bought like 10 of these nodes. I assume there's probably got people that have bought 10 or 20 or 30 of these nodes. So you can see the amount of money they poured in. They should have just bought the coin and got 8x the money.
Yeah, we talked about Maria. I just checked Discord on the 4th of last year. We talked about this one.
Really?
Yeah. I just did a search. Yeah. So there was one of our members talked about it, and then they had a whitelist for NFT. That happened in June. What else happened? And then
yes.
And then you've mentioned it again yesterday. So yeah, so this one's been on the radar for at least a year, like for inside our own Discord, one that's come up. And yes, the consensus is it's like Gala. So yeah, it's a possibility, but it's like anything. Once you get into that node, you're sort of stuck there. It's gotta last. Now it has lasted in a bear market of the class that has the last 12 months at least. So that is a good sign that it's still actually around, because a lot of the nodes didn't last. They just projects aren't around anymore.
Yeah, well, this is the thing here. Adrian, I remember Adrian. Yeah, he said, get your free NFT registered for Portal Below. If you realize half of that they're going to blow up the project is be bigger than Gala. Now, it hasn't reached bigger than Gala though, but he said that on Wednesday, the June 8th, 2022. So that was when they got started. June 32. Yeah, would have price would have been chicken feed. Well, it was actually 4, but it would have been, yeah. Anyway, you're right. We did talk about this in the Discord. So there you go. Sometimes these things pop off, sometimes they don't. It is what it is. So that's just one crypto gaming. I think this one's gonna keep on watching it. Okay, now it's at 0.008 cents. I'm going to check this probably once a week and just see the price. And it's going to continue to go up. So I was going to wait for a pullback because it was 7 cents yesterday. Now it's like 8 cents. Sorry, 0.008. But if they're going to continue to buy nodes, I don't see this price going down. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that one. And yeah, we're already 44 minutes into this. We've only spoken about a couple. So you can imagine, like, there's tons of coins, right? I made a list, and I'll put it in the Solana chat under top coins list. So if you want to get into Solana, you can. it's just a level we got in Patreon. It's $5 a month, and then you can get into the you can get there's a ton of stuff in there. To be honest, I've seen I've seen other patrons, and they're charging way more than we do. Okay, we get a bit boring sometimes, um, you know, and they're charging like 5 times more than we charge minimum. And I'm like, well, shit, you know, and some of the stuff that other people talk about is not as in depth as we do. But anyway, look, it is what it is. So you can get into that if you want. But I think no matter what, even if you don't buy anything or join us in the Patreon, just I would just do exactly what I just told you. Watch the replay, and that's just exactly what I did. Go through all the coins, look at the market cap, look at the check out the because everything's going to go up. All right. I think you wanted to chat about something, Garth.
Yeah, I just had one I wanted to share. So this one here called Soil. So let's have a look at Soil. So Soil is ranked at about 1364, right? I think it's on Polygon is the main blockchain it's on. And you can see from the chart where I think we're at all-time highs. Now, at the moment, it's only on, as far as trading, it's on MEXC Global and Gate and Uniswap V3 on Polygon. So, I mean, look, it's not on Binance, right? And it's only on 3 markets. So, that's potential for, to go if it survives. So what it's interesting about this one, market cap is small, like 2 million on the market cap, and even the
Holy
trade
crap.
volumes 140,000. There's only 100 million total supply. So this is a very interesting one that I've come across. If we have a look at their website, it's called soil.co. So I'm not suggesting you go and do this or anything like that. What I'm suggesting is this is something I think I don't know if I've seen anything else yet doing this. It could be like a new category, maybe in the future. And if it actually pulls it off, and let's say this is legit, because I'm not going to say it's legit yet, but if it pulls it off, then it's sort of creating this new category. I would consider it. So the category would be where you're getting returns on stable coins backed by real world assets. Now we've seen this before. This is really in DeFi, and it generates yield up to 14%. Now it's fully secured by real world assets in question marks, right? Because you don't believe everything you're told. So I don't know how true this is at this stage, but it's well worth checking out. So essentially how it works. I mean, they've got a team. They've got these young
At least
people.
they're transparent.
Yeah, I would say legit. I haven't went and clicked on all those to find out, but it's pretty simple. You lend your stable coins and you earn interest, right? And it goes in a protocol. But what they do is they provide liquidity to the fiat world. So they lend to SMEs, small medium enterprises, and corporate borrowers. Now, as long as there is legitimacy, they're being legitimate in the actual and transparency, and it is a real thing where they're actually lending money, and they're using the investors' money here, their stable coins, and then lending it out. Now, if that is legit, then yes, I see where it is, where it goes to, because there's a lot of money in lending, because whenever you lend, there's always interest that has to be paid, and there's always money to be made, and that's how banks say make their money, or a lot of financing make their money, because people have got money, they lend it out, and as long as they've got control of those assets, if something goes wrong, they can then sell the assets. So yeah, it is very interesting project, and they're trying to build that up. So I had a quick look at there. I was reading through the white paper, and it talks about, I mean, they've at least done they show how big the opportunity is versus debt, corporate debt, and then how much money's in DeFi. But essentially, they've taken that money that people use, let's say invest, and then what they're doing is, yes, they're paying returns. I don't know how often they pay that or anything like that. Haven't got that far, but basically they lend that money out to companies who are in normal businesses that have to pay the money back. They make money, and then that's passed on inside that protocol. So it's look, we've sort of touched on this. It's sort of it's sort of kind of like with Canna, the Canna Fox, when it was just one business where they got the money, invested it, and then I think they didn't sort of go as crazy as this and build it all out, but it was this is sort of maybe the next advanced stage. So this could be a whole category of where money is lent out to non sort of crypto projects, normal everyday projects, and I suppose it's like you might have seen those apps or institutions that will lend money if they get access to your bank accounts or your business account. They look at what type of business is, they use AI, whatever, and they analyze everything, and then they'll lend you the money. This already happens with, say, on the Shopify platform. Also, I think PayPal, they have facilities where they'll lend you the money because they can actually see your sales and how much you're making. So I would just, if they do anything like that, it will do really well. So yeah, this is their white paper. It's like 35 pages, and they talk about exactly how they're making the money. So this is very interesting. You can jump on Twitter and have a look at, basically they're bridging the gap between DeFi and TradeFi. They're people who are running CEO. They actually attend blockchain events, so the public people. So that's pretty good. And also at the moment, they're running all-time highs with that chart that we looked at before there. So they've got something there. Could, like, if this sort of takes off and they secure and they've got a system in place, and this fully transparent and is legitimate, then there's no reason why this project won't do very well.
Yeah. Okay. I had a look at quick look at that. That one's very interesting. Looks like they're lending out to corporate clients, and then they do that. They structure it that way. They guarantee funds, secure loan repayment, and mitigate chain risk.
Yeah, so it's just like, if literally, say you go to your bank and you want to borrow something for a machine, say you will need to buy a machine to expand your business, and normally you'd have to go to the bank or some leasing, and it might cost you, I don't know, 15-20%, something like that. And the bank's lending out the money, they buy the machine, you've got the machine, and you're generating money as soon as you put that machine in place, and then you pay back the interest. So the idea behind these type of businesses is, the crypto, they put the money up, so there's like plenty of money available, and then the criteria will be, yes, you can have we'll lend you the money, but they'll probably want some sort of security over it. Like, they're not just going to lend out money with no security. So that's the thing. And the aspect is when they don't pay, when people don't pay, they need to be able to seize assets, which does take time, but they come in, take the assets, or real estate or whatever. So but people don't usually let it go that bad. But they would know the numbers. They might know what they have a name for it, for when people default on loans and whatever percentage that is, and that's how they calculate in there. So yeah, it is a big business, and it's just another way to make money. But also there is potential for them to completely rip you off. They could fabricate all this, and if it's not legitimate, you're just putting your money in, and it's like a Ponzi scheme. But if they're actually running the lending side, and you can see that, and you can apply for it or whatever, and it's really is a marketplace, then it is a real project.
Yeah, the team looks pretty legit. And yeah, just the whole structure, just looking at that white paper, it's just like so corporate-y. You know, it's such a corporate feel to it.
Yeah, it does have a corporate feel. It doesn't look like a Ponzi scheme, and it doesn't look like a backyard. It looks literally like corporate, appealing to exactly that market they're trying to get into.
Yeah, professional website. All right, so have a look at that one. Sorry, you go ahead, Tommy.
Kind of reminds me of like a Nexo or like a BlockFi, one of those borrowing companies that you borrow the
Yes.
lending platforms. It's kind of similar to that.
And that's right. That in terms of that, the problem with those ones is they just lent the money out to someone that promised them, returns, and they were just doing it to another crypto firm that was literally running a Ponzi scheme. That's why Celsius fell over and the rest of them fell over. That's why where the money goes, it has to actually go and do something and, make a return rather than be a Ponzi. That's as long as you can see the marketplace and what's going on, I think it would be good.
Yeah,
I just have
needs to be transparent. That's if it was all transparent, all on chain, and you could see all the information. Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're getting 100 million, and this is what you're giving us. I mean, that's what happens. That's what happened with FTX. Everyone gave FTX money, and because they trusted him. Yeah, it's just crazy. Apparently, in the US, the whole I watched a thing about the Bowles bonds. That's like a big scam. That's like a whole big scam in itself. When people pay money to get out of jail and then they skip through.
Yeah.
Then people go and find them, and they keep the money, or they keep a percentage of it. It's all a scam.
I think I seen a video. They have bounties, so you could make the money as a bounty. So you front the money, and then you get some money once you go out and catch the person, and then I seen videos where the bounty hunter is knocking on the door. Hey, listen, you got to come with. He's like, no, I'm not coming with you. I said, look, I put money up, and my money's on the line. So if I don't take you in, I lose my money. So
but we're talking big money here. Like those guys are getting 10, 15, 20 grand to bring someone in. The bondsman gives the contract to one guy, and then he subs it out to another guy. Yeah, it's just crazy. Anyway, it's just like a scam, man. I don't know. That's like not real lending at all. Let's see if there's comments. Oliver said, I was probably just sitting on that and I didn't switch it over. My bad. Look, check it out, Miria. At least it's easy money. In my opinion, it's easy money, but don't get carried away with the nodes. Just buy the token, because you're buying the token, right? And the token's going to go up because everyone's going to buy freaking nodes. So it's like a no-brainer, in my opinion. And it's pretty much a pretty big project like Gala, because they're bringing out new games and stuff. So it's like not a real Ponzi, but it's like got the Ponzi tokenomics to it. And every time someone buys a node, they're going to fork out 500,000 Miria. So that's why we'll come back next week and we'll see what the price is. I guarantee it'll be like 10 cents, 0.001, whatever. So that's that. I think it's just an easy play, that one. Take your money, flip it, take the money, get out. He says, you're not exit liquidity at 3x, you're exit liquidity at 22x, so room to go. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you can, if the market cap gets big enough, yeah, for sure. By the time that happens, we're looking at, 600, nearly $1 billion market cap. So there'd be plenty of liquidity then, to get out at 50x, 100x. Yeah, they're the plays you want, obviously. I mean, man, 100x jobs. But that Rev one, I think that's going to do well. That can do a 50x, realistically. It might take 12 months to 18 months. But we don't know when the bull market's going. I don't think it's in full effect yet. Like I'm talking, Bitcoin hits 70 grand. Hello, obviously, we're at all-time highs. We're was it price discovery? is the word that traders use. So obviously, hey, you know what, this thing's going to keep on going up, or all time could hit 100K. So that's when you're like, okay, watch it, see where Bitcoin's going to go, and then once it hits like 80 grand or 100 grand, I don't know, we don't know when it's going to pull back. Sell your freaking alts. You've made. Don't get greedy. Sell all the shit. Dump it all, and then make your coin, and then wait for Bitcoin to come back down because it will, and you get all this money, and then buy more Bitcoin once it gets back down to whatever levels that you think. That's that's the play. Need to ride a Santa before the elves into play. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting Christmas. Hopefully, we'll have a good year this year because the last couple of years have been pretty shit in terms of not just crypto but everything. The whole bloody world has been turned to shit in the last couple of years. Tommy, is there anything you wanted to share? We're at an hour already, so we try to keep these at an hour.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna touch on one thing. Let me see if I can share my screen.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, Tommy's not like permanent. He just comes in whenever he wants to do. So you guys might be seeing Tommy lately. He's just like he's always hitting me up. So he likes to come on. So we're glad to have you, Tommy.
No problem. Okay, let me see. You guys see it? Okay.
Yep.
So I just found out about this good news right here. I don't know if stablecoin firm Tether minted $4 billion in USDT within 4 weeks. Around the same news that we got that they are investing into Bitcoin mining, $500 million investment. So that's like a 8x of what they printed when going into Bitcoin mining. So I reckon $4 billion. I wonder what they're gonna do with that money. So this is very exciting news. But I've been doing some more digging, and I'm trying to put the numbers together. And this is what comes up. Binance criminal settlement includes $4 billion fine and CEO's guilty plea of CZ from Binance. So they're getting sued for $4 billion. And I'm like, maybe Binance is borrowing some Tether from the Tether cartel doing this. I thought they were going to buy more Bitmain miners. So that's that right there.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about that with CZ and all that. So, yeah, I mean, you can get into the whole thing. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. Apparently, he stepped down, and now he's admitted to like money laundering or something. I don't know the full story, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? I don't think it's going to change much.
Yeah, I was getting excited. I'm like, that. How many miners can they buy? They're literally going to buy the whole country with $4 billion worth of Bitmain miners. I was getting excited. I was like, I don't know. Something sounds fishy. Let me do more DD, So that's that.
They should buy. They should just buy like. Well, if they printed $4 billion, they should just buy $1 billion worth of miners from Bitmain, and just set it all up in El Salvador and run it off that cheap geothermal energy, man.
On the volcanoes.
That would do shit like and funnel all that money into the economy, build roads, build infrastructure. That'll give jobs. That's how you fix. That's how you fix the country. And
the president, the president could use another Lamborghini, right? Doesn't hurt.
I mean, all the dodgy shit you see in Africa. That's why Africa's got the most resources in the world, so rich in everything, literally everything that you need. Yet they're the poorest. Why? Because all the money flows to the rich, to the dictators and to the corrupt politicians, and the corruption level. You just go and look at like the statistics of the world, and the corruption level. All like African countries are like all right up there. It's dodgy as. You know, so I hope this doesn't happen in El Salvador because I got to build that Bitcoin city, man. You know what I'm saying? They might, you might have the Bitcoin city after all, Tommy. You never know.
Let's see. Christmas is coming early for me. Let's see.
It might probably take a couple of years to build it, but if they get those miners down there, happy days. Yeah. So, anyways, so we're probably about an hour or so. So we'll probably we might call it a day because we could talk a lot about stuff. But I would just look at those small caps, the micro caps, if you want to call them. There's tons of them out there. I've already got the whole. I've got basically a list of 20, right? Which is kind of like my picks that are probably going to do, or I think going to do the best. Then I've got another list I'm still making, which is another 20, which is basically you got pretty good. First 20 are pretty good. The second 20 is like getting a bit more degen, right? And that list is going to be like 20, 30x list. The first list is 50x, is 5x. The second list is like 10, 20x. The third list, which I'll put together, is going to be a gaming list, and then we're talking 100x, 550x. Stupid amounts of money. You put $50 in it, and you pull out 100 grand. No, you don't pull out 100 grand. You pull out 5 grand. Just stupid shit like that, which people love. Put in $50, pull out 10 grand, right? This is what these micro cap bloody games that are sitting around 1 million, 2 million, 5 million market cap. They can just go 20x, 30x, 40x overnight, and it's crazy. So I'll put all that list together because I've been looking at the game stuff. But I will say this. Do I think games are long-term? No, I don't give a shit about the games, and not in crypto, because they just don't last. But are they good enough for the pump? Are they good enough to get into, make some money on the bull run and then sell out? Absolutely. That's where you're going to make some tons of money. And then you got games, and then you haven't even looked at the other ones. AI, what are the other ones? DeFi. The list goes on. But if you can focus on the games, that's like one niche that I will focus on. I think a lot of these old games will then come back, make killing. So I'll put those lists together and I'll post them into the Discord. Anyway, Garth, is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I think we've covered it. I think we've covered it. The other thing we didn't mention was Bitcoin price. We always mention that. Currently, it is 37,758. So 37,758, which is pretty exciting. So that's want to wrap it up with the Bitcoin price.
Yeah, I think it hit 38,000 like 2 days ago. It hit 38,000.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It did. It depends on where you look at it. Certain exchanges would have
on the Saturday the 25th.
There you go. Nice. That's it. Keep getting your Bitcoin. So yeah, that's the plan, guys. Okay, so that's the plan. We buy these coming up to the bull run. Everything's going to go off, but the real gems are going to just make you a shitload of money. And you don't need a lot of money. Like, we're not talking. You don't need to come in with 50 grand or anything, or even 30 grand. You could do it with like a couple of grand, 5 grand or less, and you can make 100 grand, 100, 200 grand. Just depends on what your basket is. Okay, so there's that. We buy them now because the bull run's coming. We don't know when the bull run is, but we know it's coming, obviously. So we buy them now. The sooner you buy them, the better. We ride them right up to the bull run until Bitcoin hits all-time highs of 69. Hopefully it'll smash through 100K. We don't know, but if history repeats, it should. This could take 2 years. So we're buying them now. We sit on them, wait till Bitcoin hits all-time highs, and then we dump all our bags, and hopefully our altcoins would have made 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x. Some of them would have made 100x. Dump our bags. Then when Bitcoin comes back down, we then buy a ton of Bitcoin cheap with all the money that we made from the altcoins, because that's where you're going to make your multiples, not in Bitcoin, in the alts. But then we buy the stable Bitcoin because we know it's rock solid, and then we ride it up again. And that's how you can get rich with crypto. And then we just do it, keep on repeating it, next bull cycle, All right, guys. So, yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for coming on, Tommy. You don't have to come on every week. It's just totally up to you. And let us know what you're doing next week. Don't get too crazy down there. Just chill out.
You got it. No problem.
And Garth, good to see that you settled into new pad.
Yeah.
Which is always good. And so this is signing out. We'll catch you guys next week. And talk to you then. See you guys.
Hey guys, bye.
See ya. Peace.